Moon facts: the Moon, or Luna, is the Earth's only natural satellite and was formed 4.6 billion years ago, around some 30-50 million years after the formation of the solar system. The Moon is in synchronous rotation with Earth, meaning the same side is always facing the Earth. The first unmanned mission to the Moon was in 1959 by the Soviet lunar program, with the first manned land. The dark side of the Moon is a myth. In reality, both sides of the Moon see the same amount of sunlight, however, only one face of the Moon is ever seen from Earth. This is because the Moon rotates around on its own axis in exactly the same time it takes to orbit the Earth, meaning the same side is always. The Moon is drifting away from the Earth. The Moon is moving approximately 3.8 centimeters away from our planet every year. It is estimated that it will continue to do so for around 50 billion years. By the time that happens, the Moon will be taking. The rise and fall of the tides on Earth is caused by the Moon. There are two bulges in the Earth due to the gravitational pull that the Moon exerts, one on the side facing the Moon and the other on the opposite side that faces away from the Moon. A person would weigh much less on the Moon. The Moon has much weaker gravity than Earth due to its smaller mass, so you would weigh about 1/6, 16.5% of your weight on Earth. The Moon has only been walked on by 12 people, all American men. The first man to set foot on the Moon in 1969 was Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission, while the last man to walk on the Moon in 1972 was Gene Cernan. The Moon has only been walked on by 12 people, all American men. The first man to set foot on the Moon in 1969 was Neil Armstrong on the Apollo 11 mission, while the last man to walk on the Moon in 1972 was Gene Cernan. The Moon has quakes. These are caused by the gravitational pull of the Earth. Lunar astronauts used seismographs on their visits to the Moon and found that small moonquakes occurred several kilometers beneath the surface, causing. The first spacecraft to reach the Moon was Luna 1 in 1959. This was a Soviet craft, which was launched from the USSR. It passed within 59.95 km. The Moon is the fifth largest natural satellite in the solar system. At 3,475 kilometers in diameter, the Moon is much smaller than the major moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Earth is about 80 times the volume than the Moon, but both are about the same age. A prevailing theory is that the Moon was 10. During the 1950s, the USA considered detonating a nuclear bomb on the Moon. The secret project was during the height Cold War was known as a study of lunar research flights or Project A-119